Ladies and gentlemen, wonderful people, this is Call of Duty Fanatics. Welcome back to another Call of Duty video. Today we are diving into the aftermath of the Call of Duty Next event. But guys, before we proceed any further, I need to say a few words about the recent viewership and your engagement on the channel. Now, as you probably already know, I haven't posted anything for months because literally the whole Call of Duty space was completely dry of content. There was nothing to be reported about, and I simply just wasn't feeling motivated given the fact what was happening with the franchise in general. But we are back, and I can say that we are back stronger than ever. 29,000 views, guys, in the last 10 days. Like, even if in my wildest dreams I couldn't imagine that I would be able to pull this channel back to the right track. So guys, thank you very much for all of your viewership, for engagements, for comments, for expressing of your opinion, for likes, dislikes, absolutely everything. And guys, I just want to underline a few things. This is a free zone, guys. You can express your opinion. We don't need to agree on absolutely everything, but let's just open conversations about the things that probably bother us all. I just want to say a few more things. This channel exists 4 years, and I never ever deleted a single comment, especially if you were expressing your opinion. The only time I deleted a comment was if the conversation really went into a completely wrong direction. If there was a, let's say, racial insults and these political agenda and these kind of things. Those things would be always deleted because we are not getting into politics, we are not getting into those things. When this is gonna become a political channel, or when we get a video where we will discuss politics, I will, guys, let you know, and everything is going to be allowed, and that topic and commenting on that topic will be allowed. Apart from that, if you're expressing your opinion about Call of Duty and you, let's say, disagree what am I saying, you're mostly welcome to do so. There's no problems with that, and I don't have ego problems as well. So again, thank you all for your engagements. It means a lot to me given the fact that I'm trying to put the channel back on the track. So guys, today's topic is definitely spicy, so brace yourself because we need to talk about serious things over here.
The rules have changed. There's a fine line between right and wrong. And somewhere in the shadows, they send us in to find it.
126 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Now, the first thing that we need to do over here, guys, is to establish solid grounds to develop the topic that we are going to talk about over here. And we need to say that Call of Duty Next is the event where Call of Duty influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, etc. get the royal treatment from Activision, flights to LA, luxury hotels, exclusive early access to the latest Call of Duty game, and more and more and more. But here's the thing, guys. Is this event a genuine way to get feedback on the game, or is it just a cleverly disguised PR stunt? Call of Duty Next is actually designed to be a spectacular event, but not this year, guys. If you were closely watching to the faces, especially those guys, developers and guys that are working for people that are working for Activision and their studios, I've seen some very sour faces, which actually proves the point that the atmosphere in the whole company is not as good as they are trying to present. Influencers on those events are treated like VIPs. They are flown out of the LA with all expenses paid, put in a luxury hotels and given exclusively access to the game. They get to stream this gameplay to their fans, generating massive views and engagement. The whole event is a carefully orchestrated show with the goal of building hype for the upcoming game release, which in our case we are talking about Black Ops 6. But behind all the glamour and everything shiny and sparkly, there's a different story, a story about control and manipulation.
Get! Now.
Activision isn't just throwing a party for the fun of it. The real purpose of Call of Duty Next is to control the complete narrative. By giving these influencers such an exclusive, pampered experience, Activision ensures that the feedback they are getting is overwhelmingly positive. It's hard to criticize a game when you are just being treated like a celebrity. This strategy is all about ensuring that the influencers who have direct access to millions of fans promote the game positively, glossing over any issues or shortcomings. This leads us to a significant issue, which is conflict of interest. And guys, think about it. I think this is the key statement in this whole video. How can you expect these so-called influencers to provide honest reviews when they are being treated so well by the very company they are supposed to criticize? The relationship between Activision and these influencers is too cozy to allow for genuine critical feedback. And even if there is some criticism, it's still controlled by Activision. If you're being flown out, treated to luxury, and given early access to content that can boost your views and subscribers, you're less likely to bite the hand that feeds you. And that's a fact, guys. Now, some of you will probably say, oh, you're just hating because you haven't been invited to the event, your channel is not doing good, and you're nobody, and this and that. Guys, there's nothing to be jealous about. Even if in the wildest dream, if I get any of the invites for the Call of Duty event going to the United States, I will humbly decline it because I have family to take care of, I have daily job, etc. The only reason I'm here and I'm trying to make this channel functioning is because we built a nice little healthy community, and I always like to say that the strength is not in numbers but in quality. And yes, we have some very quality people over here, and that's the main point.
What? Say what?
Now, by Activision moving the streamers for their events to promote the new games, etc., this tactics isn't new. In the past, influencers have been directly paid to attend these events and create positive content about the games. There have been instances where influencers were offered thousands of dollars to hype up Call of Duty, and some of them were actually witnessing and telling the truth about how the whole this show business is functioning. This cozy relationship means that what you see and hear from those influencers might not be the whole truth. And we know about that, guys. We know that there's no criticism in these events, and it should be. Like, for example, if you don't like something about the game, just talk about it, because the purpose is to make the game better, not just to praise everything. But as we already know, it's now at this stage we are only about the sales. How much sales is gonna make Black Ops 6 is gonna make? Is it gonna be a failure or is it gonna succeed? And that's why this whole promotional environment is strictly controlled, and it's only for purpose of marketing. There's no honesty over there. Call of Duty Next is not about getting genuine feedback on the game. It's about creating a controlled environment where the game is shown in the best possible light. By giving influencers this exclusive access and treating them like VIPs, Activision ensure that the event is more about positive publicity than honest reviews. It's all about making sure that when the game launches, the buzz is strong and the pre-orders are high. Pre-order, guys. Again, this word is just dragging everywhere recently, because it's all about that. It's about pre-orders. Just pre-order the game Have you already pre-ordered the game? Oh, you need to pre-order this. Have you seen the trailer? Oh, you need to pre-order this. This is it. This is the Call of Duty. They learn from their mistakes, guys. You know how it is. But in reality, these events does little to address the actual issues the players might face once the game is in their hands. So, for example, if some of the influencers in Call of Duty Next genuinely saw some of the problems or glitches or whatever, they're not allowed to talk about them. And that's the non-disclosure agreement or whatever that thing is called, and they need to sign those papers that they will stay silent. Can you imagine that? So what's the takeaway here, guys? Call of Duty Next might look like fun, exciting event, but it's more about PR and less about honest feedback, and we already explained what's happening over there. It's a way for Activision to ensure the game gets positive coverage by leveraging the influence of those they've treated well. If you're looking for honest reviews, be skeptical of what you hear from influencers who attend these type of events, because always remember, they are on Activision payroll. Some of them are even employed by Activision, guys. So, like, would you expect that somebody who's employed by somebody would just say something against it? Like, that's completely stupid. You're literally shooting yourself in the leg. So it will never happen. Always take the hype with a grain of salt, and remember that behind the spectacle and everything glamorous, shiny, and nice, there's often a lot more going on. At the end, guys, the most important thing that we learned from the latest Call of Duty Next event is that our beloved city of Verdansk is coming back in spring 2025. So we have to wait for another 6 to 8 months before because they are behind the schedule. Verdansk was originally scheduled to return with the release of Black Ops 6. Unfortunately, Raven Software already delayed the map 2 times. First they said it's gonna be released by Season 2. Now they're talking about Season 3, Season 4. Nobody knows, but it's gonna be very interesting. Anyways, that's the positive news that we got today from the event. And for you also, not to say that I'm all about the negativity, as I'm not. As you can see, there are some positives as well. Can't wait for Verdansk to come back. One of the most iconic map in the history of gaming. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's just gonna bring so much memories, and it's gonna be great time when Verdansk comes back. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. And until next time, my fellow Verdansk citizens, I wish you all the best and stay frosty.